Plaintiff Dale Keeney was friends with the defendant, and Dale claims he has a drinking problem and often doesn't remember things. Dale suing because he claims the defendant damaged his computer. Defendant Peter Shepard says during his 3-year friendship with Dale, he has often made inappropriate sexual comments to Peter. Peter insists he never damaged Dale's computer.
All right, tell me what happened.
Well, I'm excited to be on your show and to be here in Chicago. I used to live here when I marched with the Cavaliers, world famous German Bugle Corps.
Okay.
And that's when I first lived in Chicago. And I want you to know I watch your show every day.
Okay, thank you.
I think you and Doyle are just too hot and handsome for words.
Hot and handsome. You gay?
I guess I am now.
You gay? So you guess you are now. I have a problem if you are.
I like all people.
Hey, no big deal. This is my policy. If a gay guy tries to come at me, I'll just tell him, hey, that ain't my thing. Just like a girl would tell a guy who comes at her, hey, you know, that's not my thing. I don't want to see you. I don't want to be involved with you.
What if he says, I don't care?
That's my point. Now, just like a woman should do, she should say, sir, now, if you keep on, we're going to have a problem. That's what I would do. If you kept coming, I don't know, but I really got to have you. Sir, I've told you. Now, one more time and we're going to have a problem. Because at that point, you're being disrespectful, and a guy who does that to a woman would be doing the same thing. So there it is. Telling you right now, not interested. Now, if you say it one more time, I'm going to warn you. Go ahead.
Can I tell Doyle that I'm single and I like handcuffs and I'm free after the show?
Yeah, Doyle didn't respond. So
Not interested.
he says he's not interested either. So let's move it right along. Go right ahead. Were you and this gentleman involved?
Never. Not yet.
Okay.
No.
All right. Not yet. All right.
But that's why I really do like you. You're open-minded. You're a gay rights activist, and you seem to care about all people no matter what. And that's very appreciative to me.
Can't discriminate against anybody in my courtroom or in my company without me checking you.
Well, I appreciate it.
Go ahead.
Well, right now I'm having Mathis withdrawals at home because my laptop is broken. My TV is broken where the top of the screen is all black. I can no longer see your faces, so it's really nice to see you up close and personal.
All right. Somebody got to buy you another television.
Yeah.
You heard my ratings. What happened to your television?
I gave my good television away to someone who needed it. They sold it, and the one I had was broken. My friend gave me this one.
So give me some background on your association with the defendant.
Well, Peter, he lives in the same apartment building I live in, and he's just a wonderfully sweet, nice person. But he can just be a mess at times, whether he's drinking or not. He's very, very forgetful. Give
me some examples of the things you're talking about.
Like one time I went to his room and his face was all swollen on one side, and I thought it might have just been a staph infection or something. And then later on, some person told me that he gotten drunk at a bar, got naked, and got punched in the face.
Got naked in the bar?
In the bar, punched in the face. I wasn't there. Just the story I heard.
Okay.
When I asked him about it, he didn't remember.
Okay.
And at the hotel a few times, he's gotten naked in the hallway.
That's his thing.
I'm not quite sure.
Naked running around. Sir, keep your clothes on. I thought it looked like you were about to ask me.
No, I'm just saying I don't know where he gets his hearsay from, but you know, it's irrelevant and ridiculous.
Okay.
Well, I can tell you is he's very forgetful. Like before he came to the show, we made plans to come together and ride the bus to the airport, and I made ham and cheese sandwiches, and we were all excited about coming together. Well, the next morning I call him up, and he said he's leaving in 5 minutes. Well, 15 minutes go by, he's not in my room. I call him, he's not answering. I call downstairs, and he had left already to the airport without me. And totally forgot that we'd made plans the night before.
No, he didn't forget, sir. You're suing him. You're suing him. So that may have something to do with him not being so friendly.
Plaintiff Dale Keeney is suing his former friend, who claims Dale often makes inappropriate sexual comments to him.
Let me hear from you, sir.
I've known Dale about 3 years, and in those 3 years, he's made a lot of inappropriate sexual come-ons. And someone before the show told me, maybe because I look like Doyle, he's obsessed.
Gotta get rid of this case quick.
Doyle told me to get rid of this case quick.
I do believe that it's frivolous litigation. He is sue happy. He sued 2 people last year, and he's currently suing someone else besides me. And I think he just wants to be on TV and meet you guys. I really do believe that.
Okay.
I don't remember touching his computer or, you know.
Let me ask him about this specifically, that he's suing you about the computer. What do you allege happened?
Well, that night I had a date over, and my room is small, and I take very good care of my electronics. I love my computer. That's why the covering is still on it. It's on a chair by my bed, and it doesn't go anywhere. I had a date that night, and for a few hours we watched movies on it, and then my date left. And then the next thing you know, Pete's knocking on my door, and he came to visit. Like, you know, he's come to visit a few times, and I put him on my bed just so he wouldn't like run around my room.
What now?
Well, one time he came to my room, and I went to the bathroom, and I came back, and he's like trying on my belts and stuff, just for fun, I guess, but still, you know.
So this time you did what when he came
I made him
over?
sit on my bed, so he, you know, just
to make sure he didn't engage in any of this foolishness that he has in the past.
Yes.
And then
just,
what happened?
Just sit down, so nothing will happen, you know. No big deal. Pete's a nice guy. I have nothing against Pete. He's, you know, he's sweet, but I have no sexual interest in him.
Okay.
He's just a nice guy, you know. And then Pete left. He never stayed very long. We would visit. And then I think maybe the next day I opened my computer and turned it on, and the screen looked frozen to me. And I really couldn't understand it because it's a semi-new computer, still under warranty. So right away I called the Hewlett-Packard people and explained to them my computer's frozen. I'm not sure what's wrong with it. And they proceeded to tell me that it sounded like it was broken. And I said, no, it can't be broken, because if it was broken, I would have remembered breaking it. And then when I saw it from the side, you can tell that it's bent and cracked on the side. And then I thought, well, if I didn't break it and my friend didn't break it, I thought, who else is in my room?
Did you ask him about it?
Yes, I called him on the phone and asked him about it. He said, I don't remember.
Say he didn't remember what?
He doesn't remember breaking it. He usually doesn't remember anything.
That's what he said to me as well, sir.
Yeah.
What do you mean you don't remember?
I don't remember being near the computer, touching it. If you go into his room, it looks like World War III. It's a mess. There's garbage all over the place. There's wires strewn from, am I wrong? All over the place. You could eat him or his, yes,
perhaps,
him and or his date could have tripped. And
how do we know it wasn't your date, sir?
Because I have an email from him saying how we watched the computer and he left and the computer was working fine.
That's the evidence
yes, I have
you're
email.
presenting?
And plus, he had a job, and if I was going to sue someone
Let me see it, please.
over a computer, I
Let me see
I
the
would have sued the
email.
person with money.
Email regard from
Yes,
him.
you know. Why would I pick the poor person to sue when I had someone with money to sue if I wanted to pick on somebody, you know?
Okay. When is the last time you asked about this computer? In other words, when are you going to pay me my money for this computer?
Well, every time I see him, I ask him about it, but I know he's poor. So
What does he say?
I don't remember. I can remember not doing it. He can't remember not doing it. He sometimes doesn't remember anything he does.
So this is very circumstantial, sir.
Yes, I know.
And when I have circumstantial evidence, I have to rely on the testimony. And in relying on testimony, I have to determine that one person is telling the truth and the other isn't, or it's more likely than not. That's the burden. You have to prove to me that it's more likely than not that he did it.
Well, I wouldn't be calling HP the next day saying that the computer was frozen.
Then why do you think he chose to sue you, sir?
Because he's using the memory thing. And I think it's a lot of he's never asked me for any money. All he keeps talking about is going on Judge Mathis and getting to see Doyle. You know.
When was it broken?
December 14th and December 15th, I called right away to HP.
When did you contact us?
About 2 weeks ago.
Plaintiff Dale Keeney is suing his former friend, who claims Dale often makes inappropriate sexual comments to him.
And it occurred December of 10.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so you're suggesting that he waited 6 months to file in order to see Doyle and I in person. I don't believe that. I believe him. $500 for the plaintiff. Have a good day.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Doyle.
You're welcome.
All I can say is that I do not have a crush on Peter. I never have. I don't like hairy chests, and he's just a nice guy. I do see a small resemblance, but you can't replace Doyle. Doyle's Doyle.
That's good.
And he's got handcuffs, he got uniforms.
Wow, I can't believe you won, Dale. You're a real hustler, and you pulled it off, dude.
Well.
I can't believe it.
I have no hard feelings. Pete's my friend, and he's always been my friend.